You may already know SOLIDWORKS PDM is an awesome and capable software, but software by itself doesn't help you reach your business goals. That software has to be implemented and configured correctly for you to leverage everything you can get out of it. And that's where we come in. When MLC CAD Systems conducts a PDM implementation, our primary goal is to deliver value to you. We want to help you achieve the outcomes that you've identified as important for your business. So what I'd like to talk a bit about today is how our PDM implementations work, the different varieties we offer, and what to expect during a typical implementation. So first off, the customers we work with are unique, and we realize that. And so we offer a variety of implementations. This can be customized depending on what you're trying to achieve. For example, if you're just looking to get up and running quickly with basic revision control and the ability to collaborate on projects, we offer implementations that achieve that very quickly, in some cases requiring as little as a single day of your time. But what we've found with most of the companies we work with is that to truly capitalize on all of the benefits and to get the best return on investment, a more customized approach is needed. So, let's walk through the steps taken during a typical custom PDM professional implementation. We like to get things started with a kickoff meeting so we can make sure all of the stakeholders are on the same page and expectations are properly set. These meetings usually happen a couple weeks prior to the actual implementation. It's a good idea to involve stakeholders from the CAD department, IT, or management as needed. Next up is the installation of the software. PDM is an on-premise data management solution, which means it requires a server to be installed properly and functions on top of a SQL Server database. Now, if managing servers aren't your thing, we also offer a dedicated server solution where we manage a server for you and roll out connectivity to your users so they can work from anywhere. As far as timing is concerned, usually we try to install everything before the implementation dates. That way, we can make the most effective use of everyone's time during the actual implementation. Once the software is installed, we don't just jump in and start pressing buttons. We need to have an involved discussion about how to best configure the system to enable your company. And the best way to accomplish this is by training your administrators. Typically, the full PDM administrator training is about 2 days long and really dives into the capabilities of the software. Most of the companies we work with designate 2 to 3 people to function as PDM administrators. And it's not a bad idea to have a mix of personnel from both engineering, document control, or IT in the class. Now that we have an educated group of stakeholders, we can really start talking about, in detail, how to best configure the system for your specific company. We'll discuss in detail things like, how does your company's approval process work? How are revisions managed? What kind of information is important to store with your data? Do you have existing custom properties in your SOLIDWORKS data? Who needs to be kept informed of changes? What should the folder structure look like? Etc. Once the necessary information has been gathered, we can begin configuration by either guiding the administrators, or if you'd prefer, we can make all the picks and clicks for you. During this configuration phase, tests will be conducted to ensure the system is performing exactly how you like. Now, depending on the amount of existing data your company has and how that data is currently managed is really what drives the approach we use for the data migration phase. If you've managed your data in a simple Windows folder structure and have kept track of the latest version, it may make sense to just have your end users migrate what is needed into the vault. We can of course show best practices for accomplishing this type of migration, but if you're using an existing data management solution or have a more complex migration requirement, like capturing the history of your existing data or adding additional metadata during the migration process, you'll probably want to involve MLC and have us perform the migration for you. We've got a team of experts with programming capabilities that can automate many of the redundant tasks and provide higher data integrity. The final step of any implementation is getting your end users trained up on how to effectively use the software. In many cases, the company's PDM administrators like to handle this task with support from MLC as needed. But we can conduct the entire training session as well if that's a better fit. These trainings will usually include mentioning any of the customizations that have been implemented so the entire team is aware of how to use the new system. And now you're ready to go live and start reaping the benefits of your new data management system. MLC is with you at this stage of the journey as well. As part of your subscription services with us, you have access to our technical support team. So if you're running into any kind of technical issues, our world-class support team is only a phone call away. I hope you've been able to see from this video that at MLC, we truly strive to be a unique solutions provider in our field. At every step, our focus is on you and helping you achieve your business goals and the best possible outcomes. If you'd like to learn more, let your account rep know or give us a shout at 1-800-364-1652.